And it's official, we're doing the second one, and today was a really simple day because, as yesterday, we had let me just clear this. We had a trade to the data highs, but I wasn't able to take it because I wasn't trading at the moment. Going through the day, I was kind of bullish because we are still pumping up and we wanted to fill this new week opening up, and we just pump it throughout the day after the opening. But what I would like to just share today was the trade that I didn't took, but it would be an A plus trade, which is this one. Exactly like yesterday, this is very rare to occur today's trade. This is the data highs from the news, and here we sweep the data lows. Sorry, we sweep the data lows here, and we get a not really V-shape, but decent momentum through this inverse fair value gap. Now, trading IFVGs, we probably would enter here on this first candle that violated this FVG, but here we had some volume imbalances. So what we really needed to do was close above also this one and have the stop more or less exactly on the same spot. So our entry will be here, which made us with not the best RR, but it wasn't that bad. So going through it, what we should have done and the way to execute it was we would enter here and we would hold it, and normally after our entry the break even would be here, but we came up, we came down, and then we made another internal low here. So after breaking this internal low, that's when we put our break even, and it would end up being a win to that highs, and I would have been done for the day. But I wasn't on the charts, and I didn't took this good trade. So when I hopped on, we were around here, and I was watching the market, waiting for a decent long, but I didn't find really anything that correlated because NQ and yes were not really the best things, and the problem here with these longs, which wouldn't be that bad, we have some kind of LR here, which would be good, but the problem is we left here equal lows on NQ and also on yes, so the problem would be we can't long with equal lows because there's a high probability of hitting the equal lows. So I just left this one, we bounced out of this 15-minute fair value gap and just pumped up all day. Here also, this was again a decent, it's really big, it would have been a big stop loss, but it's a decent long. But also we left relative equal lows here and the equal lows below, so we still can't long this unless we get really through the roof up in here. And then we just pump, which is a decent PA till we came up with this 30 seconds. Now, watching the market at the moment, we were really high, And here, if I really remember, this wasn't a bad trade. Now, we are inside the new week opening gap and we could reject it. And we were so high that I didn't even think about longing this type of position. We had some type of SMT. It isn't really that visible, but yeah, it's an SMT here with yes. And the 30 seconds, I can't really explain it. It is good, but I didn't take it because I'm not familiar with this type of trades. This trade was good. This trade was really good, just because of one thing. We touched the 50%, and we just V-shaped to the high, and we reversed this value gap. Now, I normally don't long this high in the market, so that's exactly why I didn't long here and then didn't commit to this trade. I thought about it, but yeah, I didn't. And the trade will be something like this that isn't really a good target, but it was a quick break even. So we'll come to break even here and maybe put the TP, the first TP, and probably the only because we were too high in this 4 hour stronger, bigger February gap. And yeah, it was probably just this trade that I could really talk about because then we just started chopping a little and we had some other trades. We had this little 30 second, which isn't really that good because we just start chopping, and after chopping, I just can't. I really lose some of the probability of getting a win. And here was kind of the same. We came down, touched the 50%, but it was chopping a little. Like it is too high because we chopped high in the market. We came even higher. We're just pumping. ES is making a lot of SMTs because ES was pumping even more than Q. And yeah, this was a 2 minute. Here, yeah, this was a 2 minute that kind of worked because, well, the entry would be here and the break even would be something around here. So we could take the TP here, but it will be negative RR, so it isn't good, and we are really high, so which make this trade like really low probability. I'll call it. It's a trade that works a lot of the times mechanically, but in hindsight, I still say that it is like a B plus. It will work a lot of times, but this one wasn't really that good because of the RR, and we would have to go immediately to break even here, so we don't lose this trade. And it would stop us at break even and just pump up. And then I just left the market because it was time to left. I normally only trade from, I would say, New York time, 8:30 to 11:30 max. And the takeaway from this video will just be, it is better not to trade bad market conditions, which is something that I don't really do a lot of the time. Sometimes we get bad market conditions and I just really want to take a trade. And I take the worst setups ever. I know that they are bad, but I still take them. Like right here, where it was, I guess, where is it? There was in 1 minute short, exactly here. I was itching to take this trade, but happily it didn't triggered because we didn't reverse this rebel gap. And even if it triggered, after all this chop, I couldn't take it. What I said in a moment was, if we do something like this, where we chopped, but we have some type of manipulation, where we come here, we leave an SMT with ES around this high, and we just V-shape down, then yes, I will take a trade, a small trade, probably just this 50%, because I don't know if we are going to kind of still inverse this, and we were really bullish on a day, so taking a short was like an B plus maximum of a trade, or A minus. But mechanically, this trade that I'm describing would be really good. And yeah, I just want to take it away that these are the conditions where I can't trade. I just can't trade. If I was in the market when we had the first trade, the highest trade, I will just have stopped right there with some low profits, because that trade wouldn't be the best RR, as I showed in the beginning. But yeah, I guess not to trade in some market conditions is better than trading and winning, because it is low probability of winning, and if we trade this type of market conditions and we win, and we don't have the data behind it to say, oh, okay, in this type of trade, in these market conditions, I have like 40% of win rate. I also don't have that data. I know that around these market conditions, I have a really low win rate. I don't know how much it is, but I know I don't win on these market conditions. So it's just best to sit on my hands and take off the urge just to trade. If the setup isn't just light bulb, I just won't take it. And that's exactly what happened today. There were some trades that were really decent, but they weren't light bulb, like this one that I described that could happen in this place. So yeah, that's just the main takeaway from this video to me, that these are the days that are probably gonna make someone profitable. Not the days where we win a lot, not the break-even days. It's the days where there's a bigger probability for me to lose, and I decide to not take a trade. That is one of the best days. Not the best. I know there's days where we have even worse market conditions that I have taken a trade. But yeah, this is some progress, I would say. And that's just the main thing I wanted to say today. So yeah, that's done for the day. That's the market recap, and that's the end of this month. Let's see how we start February.